1986, with these Ayresome Park gates padlocked shut and Middlesbrough under threat of extinction, they had just the right captain to take charge of the birth of a new borough. 21 years on, Tony Mowbray is back to try and oust his own local heroes from the FA Cup. Middlesbrough needed penalties to see off Bristol City in midweek, and the scorer of the decisive spot kick, Adam Johnson, is rewarded with a place in the starting lineup today. He'll start on the right, Stuart Downing on the left, with Jonathan Woodgate, Julio Arca and Mark Viduka are also back in the 11. Promotion-chasing West Brom welcome back former Borough star Jonathan Greening from suspension, with Jason Koumas and Kevin Phillips refreshed from being rested midweek, as a win at Colchester extended the Albion unbeaten run to 8 games. Arca, that's a great ball. Downing is onto it. Viduka is in the middle. Downing went for the corner himself, and Viduka asks why. It's a superb pass from Julio Arca in the first instance. Well, you can see that Viduka had a point. And you can also see why Stuart Downing thought he had a chance, and a legitimate chance to go for goal himself. Taylor. Owen tries to keep him out wide. Indeed dispossesses the England under-21 international. Chance to find Camara. What a good ball it is too. Phillips is herring into the box here, and Camara's ball in is only a yard or so in front of him. Koren. Away by Pogatetz. Moment of concern for Middlesbrough though. There's a great pass from Robert Koren. And Camara again only needed one glance up to see that Phillips was tearing into the penalty area. Poll in the Middlesbrough programme has revealed that Gareth Southgate was voted Middlesbrough's top captain of all time. Second, that gentleman, Tony Mowbray, 425 Middlesbrough appearances, 30 goals from 1981 to 91. Koumas wasn't happy about the challenge of Abel Xavier. Referee not exactly pleased with it either. As a jockey, didn't need to dive in on Jason Koumas. That's why Albion have got the free kick. Koumas whips it in. Great ball in. Phillips. And cleared somehow, but Camara is there to try and slide it in. The flag has gone up. It won't count. Well, time seemed to stand still just in front of that Middlesbrough goal line then. It's a wicked delivery when it was helped on. Kevin Phillips in the first instance was offside. Terrific leap from McShane, definitely came off him and on to Phillips. Camera wasn't to know. Taylor. Very well done. Past Chaplow too. Arca. Yakubu. And Boateng. Has to stretch the play out to Stuart Downing. 2 to beat. The right foot cross is a good one, and Julio Arca heads home. Middlesbrough 1, West Bromwich Albion 0. Stuart Downing the creator. Whether on the left side or the right side, the England man doesn't half know how to put in a good cross. I think Robinson was expecting him to check back onto his left foot, but Downing didn't need to. And Arca all on his own to head in. It's Julio Arca's 3rd goal for Middlesbrough. And they lead at home to promotion-chasing West Bromwich Albion. Neatly dinked by Robinson to Chaplow. Kevin Phillips now. Options right. Camara just had to wait for the ball. Now Koumas. And Pogatetz spreads himself to block. Greening might have a crack yet. Opts instead to find Camara, flags up straight away. And he puts the ball into the net anyway, and despite a couple of Middlesbrough players asking for him to be yellow carded, Howard Webb is content to just smile at him. Camara might have cause for complaint. He could argue he was in line there. Paul Robinson. Boateng couldn't get a touch. Koumas. Phillips. Leaves it for Koumas. Camara. Camara's shot is through Mark Schwarzer, and West Bromwich Albion are level. It's a shocker for Schwarzer. The Championship side find their way back into the game to the delight of their fans. And it's their top scorer, Kamara, who nets his 20th goal of the campaign. Koumas's pass deceived Andrew Taylor, who stood off and gave Kamara the yard he needed to shoot. And when he did shoot, most still expected Schwarzer to save it. Nightmare for Middlesbrough's Australian goalkeeper. Joy for Djamansi Kamara. Borough 1, Albion 1. Boateng. Johnson. Now Yakubu rolls free of the challenge, goes down, and it's a penalty. Held back by Curtis Davies, who's going to be carded too. The Albion ecstasy is short-lived. You can see there, he gets a hold of the Middlesbrough strikers, shirt and shorts together. Holds him down to prevent him getting a shot in on goal. Yakubu missed from the spot against Bristol City on Tuesday during the game and in the penalty shootout, but he's undeterred. Can he find the target this time? Yakubu scores! The midweek memories of penalty misses are erased. Yakubu nets for the 15th time this season. West Bromwich Albion weren't level very long. Nerves of steel, the Nigerian. Looks as though he's never missed one. Middlesbrough 2, West Bromwich Albion 1. Coren in a race with Taylor. He'll happily accept the corner that he's going to get. Taken quickly. Kamara. In goes McShane. The run was perfectly timed. And then it was a case of letting the ball bounce off his boot and hopefully into the roof of the net. Got a little too much on it, the former Manchester United junior. Robinson surges through. Phillips, shot deflected and in. Kevin Phillips takes the credit. And for the second time this afternoon, West Bromwich Albion are level at the Riverside. Just to add insult to Middlesbrough's injury, it's the former Sunderland man who's undone them. Phillips took a chance and Schwartzer's completely wrong-footed and left helpless. Really well done, Paul Robinson, for taking the bull by the horns, if you like. And Phillips' hit came off Taylor. Past Schwarzer. It is 2-2. Well, Tony Mowbray had that never-say-die spirit as a Middlesbrough player. And he's showing the fans that used to cheer his name that it's still with him as West Brom manager. Urged his troops on, and they've responded. Koumas. Robinson made the decoy run. Jason Koumas waits and waits and now hits! Couldn't quite wrap his foot around the ball to bend it back in. He was just picking out the right time to pull the trigger. Pogatetz. Christie goes for it. Morrison! Super save from Dean Kiely. James Morrison must have thought he'd steered in the winning goal. Came back to him kindly, tried to pick his spot, but that's such a strong hand from Dean Kiely. Keeps Albion level. Fixtures mounting up. It looks as though a week on Tuesday they'll be going down to the Hawthorns. Getting to that stage of this FA Cup tie where its next goal wins. To tick around into the 90th minute. Viduka is being held back surely by Curtis Davies. Now Davies was yellow carded in the first half. He's yellow carded as well in the second, and he'll go. Curtis Davies for the first time in his career sees red. Viduka was away and he was being held back by the West Bromwich Albion captain. I don't think there can be too much doubt. He's had a second grab at him there too. And as Davis takes the long walk, he leaves his Albion team to try and see this one out for the last few seconds with 10 men. Mark Viduka, another double check on the watches, and it's yet another thrilling FA Cup tie at the Riverside, and yet another FA Cup tie that's finished level. Tony Mowbray must be so proud of his West Bromwich Albion players' efforts. Twice behind, twice back on level terms, and it's all back to the Hawthorns a week on Tuesday. Middlesbrough 2, West Bromwich Albion 2.
Tony, an enthralling cup tie, but you must be proud of your side, twice behind.
Yeah, I think we conceded goals at bad times, really, today, just before half-time, a penalty. You know, we'd have come in 1-1, we'd have really believed we could have gone and won it, I think, but in lack of intensity, I thought, in the first half, from both teams, second half was a proper cup tie.
We come up against a very good team. We knew West Brom were a good football team, and they caused us some problems. And I think after the exertions of the other night, we were just underneath it a bit. So, having gone 2-1 up, we didn't press on quite enough to go and win the game. And you know, they've done their replay.
A bit disappointed with our first half display, because we wanted to come here and you know, show Middlesbrough how good we were and that we deserved to be back in the Premier League, but it didn't work out. We didn't play bad, but we didn't play as good as we have been. But second half, I thought, you know, we'd come back 2-1 down. Gaff had a few words with us, and we played some good stuff second half.
We know you was a left winger, started on the right today. How did you enjoy that?
Well, actually, I did start on the left, but the manager did say just keep chopping and changing, you know, and give him a problem. And like you say, I thought we did at times. It was good that, I mean, Adam kept swapping, but like you say, in the end, a draw's not good enough for us, I don't think.
6 of the last 7 FA Cup ties you've had that could have gone to replays have done, but you've won them all.
Yeah, well, we must be. You know, the chairman should be pleased, I suppose. But we've got to keep that record going. You know, obviously we've got to go away from home this time for the replay, but we've no reason to believe that we can't go there and.
It's forward by Ronaldo. This is Carrick. 2 waiting in the centre. Solskjaer is coming in now. Oh, the goalkeeper Federici got a little bit lucky, I think.
Well, he did, but I mean, BK went to just play the ball across the penalty area and out of harm's way, and he just played it onto Solskjaer.
Ronaldo to Sahar. Surrounded by blue shirts, but he's gone by 2 of them. It's a great run by Louis Sahar.
Yeah, just for a split second, it looked like the chance was opening up for him, but he was forced wide in the end, and contact wasn't particularly good as he just broke through the challenge. This here, now you think, go on then. And to be fair to Reading, they forced him out in that position where he was ineffective.
Sahar to Brown. Now, Brown has been asked to do a lot there. Very brave header by Vidic, and it's put Manchester United back in charge with Sahar. He's pulled that one back to Park. Corner. Is it?
No, he's given a goal kick, I think, isn't he? I mean, straight away, Park turned round and thought that a Reading defender got a touch on it.
I must admit, I did it first.
No, it came off Park, I think, last touch.
Sir Alex Ferguson, whose first trophy was won at the expense of Steve Coppell's Crystal Palace in 1990. Park, Solskjaer. Not got anything for that. But BK's clearance has come back to Solskjaer, surely! Goal! Is it? No, it's not. Offside. Offside, according to the official on the near side, Roger East.
Well, the thing is, John, that BK plays it against the Manchester United player here in Park.
Yeah, but is the forward not level there with BK?
Well, it's touch and go, that is, most certainly.
It is touch and go, I tell you. BK comes through the back. Oh, it's Sahar who's actually penalised, and Reading go on with the free kick. De La Cruz. Oster. De La Cruz in the penalty area here for Reading. And it's gone into the side netting.
What a great chance that was. I mean, it's lovely play between De La Cruz and Oster. And Oster plays him in. His first touch is brilliant, and then when it comes on his left, De La Cruz, he seems to stab at it, doesn't he? Certainly Reading's best chance of the game. Should have done better from that.
This is Ronaldo. This must surely be the last attack. He's going at Sidwell. Lays it off to Michael Carrick. Oh, it may well have been the last attack, but it's the one that counted.
Well, it's just such a clean strike, isn't it? Set up beautifully by Ronaldo. He's hit that absolutely perfectly, Michael Carrick.
And that'll make the half-time score Manchester United 1, Reading 0. And Reading bring it, oh, they don't very far. No, it's gone back to Ronaldo. He'll try again. Fletcher. Oh, and look where Ronaldo is now. He moved so fast there, and it's come off the Reading defender. Could have been an own goal.
Yeah, because he doesn't make particularly good contact on it, and the goalkeeper's already set himself, Federici, to go the opposite way, and it just clipped one of the Reading defenders and almost sneaked in at the near post.
Well taken by Kuszczak. And that throw, my goodness, that's put Park in a lot of space inside the opposing half. 3 other Manchester United players are well up with him here. Ronaldo! He's missed it, and the flag stayed down.
How well does the goalkeeper do? It was Schmeichel-like, wasn't it? The way he came for the cross and just set Manchester United on the attack. And 2 great passes, and the second one, which puts Ronaldo in, you're just thinking, surely can't miss from here.
Brown the clearance. Sahar with Ingi-Marsson. Oh, and Solskjaer here, and he's got Ronaldo tearing up to his left. Great vision, he's seen him. And Ronaldo! Hey, that's some ball from Solskjaer, isn't it?
Yeah. He really, very cleverly realised that he couldn't beat the defender for pace. And what he did then, he just had a little look, super ball in. Just needs to hit the target, obviously.
This is Sol. Well, they've got some in the middle here, and they've forced a corner, Reading. This is where the 2 Icelandic fellows can be dangerous. Gunnarsson and Ingi-Marsson. That's Gunnarsson, and they've equalised. Reading, Steve Coppell's team, are right back in the fight. It goes too high for the goalkeeper and the man on the line mark.
John, Manchester United had every single player back in their own penalty area, and it's just a free header, but it's an excellent header because it's looping, it's over the goalkeeper. But he had so much time to pick his spot here.
It's 1-1 here at Old Trafford. Unexpectedly so. It's Ronaldo. Brown's well forward here for Manchester United as well. Ronaldo's cross. Henrik Larsson! Good save, Federici!
I think it's a brilliant save, John, this. It's a great ball as well to pick Larsson out. And he's gone half volley, right foot. What a good save that is.
Corner to Manchester United. Away for Reading by BK. Evra doesn't get much on that. This is Hunt. And it's still Hunt. And here comes Sol for Reading. Kitson's in the middle. And the goalkeeper didn't make it. And off the line virtually by Brown from Shorey. Shorey crept up unnoticed from left back. And Brown had to make a goal line save. This is Sahar. Oh, he's away. Henrik Larsson to his left. Cristiano Ronaldo is there as well. It's Louis Sahar, Manchester United, and he's missed it.
Well, he made the decision that he was going to take it all the way. Once he was away from the defender, I know there were options for him, but he never, for a second, looked. He's just going for goal. He's going for glory. Hasn't got it.
We're in the last minute of the added period at Old Trafford, and Reading are within seconds of forcing a replay.
We played more or less the same side in the previous rounds, and you know, you look at the quality of the players that were coming in. I think there was 5 internationals. There was our top scorer from last season, and potentially Australia's next goalkeeper. So, You know, there's some good players there, and I think it was disrespectful to question, you know, their sort of ranking within our structure.
We need to give some credit to Reading. They really play very well. It was really a cup game. That's why FA Cup is so exciting for all of us.
They are match winners. You know, they tempered their team. I think the bottom line is whenever you play United, if they play well, then you're going to get beat.
We've done enough to win the game, and we created enough opportunities, and you know, they haven't really created an awful lot. So disappointing, obviously, the set piece. You know, we're something we really focused on doing well, defending wise, but it wasn't to be.
37-year-old Dion Dublin has an FA Cup losers medal from the last final played at the old Wembley Stadium for Aston Villa against Chelsea. For him, this could be a last hurrah at one of the big theatres. Chelsea pick a team with the next week in mind. It's Porto in the Champions League, followed by Arsenal in the Carling Cup final. 5 changes today see a return for Khalid Boulahrouz from injury, and starting places for Jeremy, Mikel, Wright-Phillips and Robben. Both Ricardo Carvalho and Claude Makelele are rested. Norwich promise they haven't come here to wave a white flag and will go for an all-out attacking offensive. Darren Huckabee, with 5 goals in this season's competition already, leads the forward line. Youngster Chris Martin, who scored the extra-time winner to beat Blackpool on Tuesday, has to be content with a place on the bench. Rather a lot of space on the right-hand side. Ituhu sturdily and sharply in on Frank Lampard. Needs to be combative in the heart of midfield, the Nigerian, but will need to be a little careful. 8th minute of the match. First worrisome moment for Norwich City. It's Lampard, beaten away by Marshall. Didn't quite fall for Drogba, and Norwich can breathe again. FA Cup, the only domestic trophy to elude Jose Mourinho so far. Diarra in once more. What a promising young player he is, and what a terrific pass that is too. Drogba waits menacingly in the middle. It's heading towards him, and Adam Drury did just enough to put him off. David Marshall injured here. Not a good sign for Norwich City just 10 minutes into the game. Just watch the goalkeeper Marshall in the centre here as he just scrambles back. I think he twists his ankle on the playing surface. And Paul Gallagher, who is a full Scottish international, comes on 11.5 minutes into the game. Having recently lost his place to Marshall, suddenly he has it back for Norwich City's biggest match of the season. Boulahrouz standing right in front of Gallagher. Headed back in by Terry, and Dion Dublin's there. That's a nice ball from Lee Croft. Chris Brown waits for some support. Chelsea claiming a handball there against Brown, who then claimed he was fouled, and Rob Stiles agreed. It's been a while, but he's back. Roman Abramovich making his first visit to Stamford Bridge for a few weeks. Missed the last 6 matches in a row. Safri, Ituhu. Oh, Norwich so close! Great chance! And Croft can't put it away. And Boulahrouz clears his lines at the vital moment for Chelsea. Dixon Ituhu with the shot. Checked, saved by his post, and then Croft couldn't hammer it home. Well, there's a little wake-up call if ever we needed one. Dion Dublin hopes to provide another. It's aimed towards him, just a fraction too high. He's got to be reasonably happy with his team so far. In fact, more than reasonably happy. Robben having swapped wings, causing problems now for Drury. Good save by Gallagher. Reserve goalkeeper on after 10 minutes, replacing David Marshall, has made his first good save of the match. Wright-Phillips trying his luck against Hughes. Croft helping out. Good play by Wright-Phillips. Now it's Lampard. Gallagher's there again. Solid block from Frank Lampard. Robin looking for John Terry. Here's Lampard now for Chelsea. Always away from Safri. It's fallen kindly for Wright Phillips! And it is a lucky deflection that beats Paul Gallagher. And Chelsea have the lead. And Norwich will feel a little unfortunate here. Wright Phillips' shot takes a deflection off a Norwich City defender on the way in. And Sean Wright Phillips celebrates his third goal of the season for Chelsea. Well, Norwich have done so well, and they came to almost within 5 minutes of getting to half-time. Croft against Ferreira, and Norwich have a corner. They're fourth of the first half. Shackle joins the attack from the back. Falls for Croft. Chelsea have got a player down inside the penalty area here. Boularus looks as though he's hurt a rib. Here's the incident again as Boularus went up for the ball. He may have dislocated his shoulder. Now Wright Phillips. Oh, it was an awkward one. Got past Shackle, but not past Dublin. Dublin prowling his own defensive area. Lampard. Oh, it comes off Brown. Drogba! 2-0 to Chelsea. And the second half is just 5 minutes old. Norwich City struggled to get it clear. It was an awkward bounce off Brown. It fell for Drogba. But didn't he take it well? Just bouncing off Brown straight to Didier Drogba. And he is lethal. A rueful smile from Delia Smith. I think she knows that Norwich will not be going into the quarter-finals. Norwich have a throw. Norwich not giving up on their dream. In towards Brown! Oh, it was a chance. And Huckabee was nearly in there on the far post as well. Swung in beautifully. Brown didn't catch it. 2 paces in front of Huckabee as well. Norwich attack with Darren Huckabee. Still throwing players forward. Oh, it could be a chance! Oh, how unlucky Lee Croft! Chelsea get the ball away, and Norwich are so unlucky not to have scored here. Twice they've hit the woodwork. Free kick for a foul on Adam Drury. Norwich are not lying down here. Drury. Brown up for it. Chance! Checks there to save from Shackle. They're just about within distance here at 2-0 down. If they could get a goal in the next couple of minutes, what a grandstand finish we would have. Huckabee with the ball in from the left-hand side, and Croft must have thought he'd scored. Huckabee in towards Dublin. Well, it would have been a nice story if he'd scored a goal there. He scored a hat-trick against Chelsea on the opening day a decade ago for Coventry City. Playing 3 minutes of added time here. They will not be 3 minutes that Norwich can use to get back in this game, because here comes Shevchenko. Essien! 3-0. Chelsea into the FA Cup quarter-finals. Part one of a tough 3-part week, safely negotiated by Chelsea. Porto next, Arsenal then on Sunday. But here against Norwich City, it's job done and time to move on. Kalou, Shevchenko's up with him. Robben. Kalou. In towards Shevchenko! That was a lovely header to round off what has turned into a comprehensive victory. And Norwich City, who were beaten 4-0 here in the Premiership 2 years ago, find themselves on the end of the same scoreline here. And the icing on Chelsea's FA Cup cake provided by Shevchenko. A lovely ball and a beautifully placed header.
Was that a little bit harder than the scoreline suggests?
Yeah. The game was not easy. 4-0 is too much. I think every result for what they did. In the first half, they played better than us. They could score before us. Our second goal basically killed the game.
Do you feel comfortable now with the way things are at Chelsea?
As a matter of just finding my feet, and that's what I finally started to do, really, and I'm settled in more and more, and just starting to enjoy my football once again.
We've came here, we've had a go, and I said we would have a go with the players, and the players can be proud of themselves tonight. Very disappointed with the result, obviously, because we wanted to still win the cup. But coming here and putting on a performance, I'm delighted.
I don't think there'll be many teams come here and get 5 or 6 chances like we did, and we should have put one away. But when you've got a defence like that, blocking shots, and a keeper like that, stopping them going in the back of the net, you've got to tip your hat sometimes and say, quality.
Ljungberg. Gallas. Ljungberg has it again. One who's won the FA Cup 3 times. From Flamini, it arrives at the feet of Toure. Walcott, first touch was poor. Burney's tackle again was a little bit hesitant. He got back well. Toure, Fabregas. This is Hoyt, looking for the run of Henry. And he got in beyond Mokwena, who was tracking him, but couldn't finish.
Justin Hoyt there, just lifting it over the top. You can see Henry, eye on the ball all the time, lets it drop. I think if he goes with his laces there, high standard of finishing. I expected him to score from that position.
Ljungberg. Free kick given for the challenge on Henry. Captain takes the free kick, flicked on by Walcott. Then there was the deflection through to Friedel.
Good movement here, good delivery from Henry. Movement from there, Walcott.
Henry. Gallas. Still going, and he's gone for the bent effort. It's one of the best efforts we've seen in a frustrating first half.
It's typical of how the game's going so far.
Flamini. Hoyt. Flamini has it again. Ali Adier. Walcott. Just wide.
Good play there from Ali Adier. Ali Adier links the play. Now he's in a central position. He's free of Warnock, and he managed to get a shot, obviously off target.
Shabani Nonda. Bruno Berner. He was just clipped by Cesc Fabregas.
Getting a bit cramped there.
Bentley with the free kick for Blackburn. Scored from this sort of range in the week in the UEFA Cup. And the header was down and scooped up in the air by Flamini. Samba's headed down in the box. That Derbyshire. Ooh, that's speculative. And that is the best effort we've had in the game so far. And he nearly did it again in the FA Cup.
Well, was he trying to hook it over his shoulder into the bar, or was he shooting? Doesn't really matter. Almouni gave him a problem, you can see. Probably hits the bar and stays in play, or might have just gone underneath. It's the only shot on target.
Rosicki. Flamini. Ali Adier. Rosicki. Jaunty movement from him so far. Ali Adier. Oh, ooh, risky challenge. Cross looking for Henry. The game's opened up a little bit. Should Arsenal have had a penalty?
I think so. I think so. Good play, good turn. There's the leg. It's a penalty.
That should have been a penalty for the challenge by Warnock.
Yeah, mistimes it, catches the left leg. You can see straight away Bentley saying no.
Ali Adier. Hoyt. Ali Adier spooning one up for Henry. Away by Samba. Rosicki. Fabregas.
Well, putting the pressure on now a little bit, Arsenal. Yeah, we have to say, you know, as a spectacle, it hasn't been great. It's not great to work on, it's not great to watch. But, you know, it's about results.
This is Rosicki. Fabregas. It's come to Rosicki! Good block by Friedel.
What a save. It was a good play, wasn't it? You can see Rosicki starts the move and continues his run, gets a little bit lucky there, then just stabs it with the left foot. And Friedel does ever so well.
Now Hoyt. Ali Adier. Into the last 3 minutes. Rosicki. Ali Adier. No. Henry. McLean had to stretch. Adebayor. Real opportunity for Arsenal. Henry lifts it. Save! And a brilliant recovery to thwart Hoyt. That was magnificent.
Fantastic play from Friedel. Fantastic play. It is again. Really, Henry doesn't really get hold of that ball. And he's just trying to lift it over the goalkeeper. That's the save. Then look how quick he's up. 2 steps. And it's really important. There he is again. Fingertip save, but he's up. And that's what they do in training all the time.
4 minutes of stoppage time have been played.
Yeah, Mark Hughes has just got his arms out wide.
Ali Adier in. Henry looking ready by and away by Nelson. And the full-time whistle blows. And Arsene Wenger's Arsenal frustrated by Mark Hughes and Blackburn Rovers. It's finished 0-0 at the Emirates.
What about the one crucial refereeing decision, Stephen Warnock on Ali Adier? How did you see that?
Well, I'll have a look at it again, but obviously there was a big call, and you worry, obviously, because I felt a few decisions went Arsenal's way, but he's made a strong decision, and we're grateful for that. But I think we deserved at least another game, and who knows, at Haywood, I'm confident that we can go one step further.
Can you understand, in a way, why Blackburn played the way they did? Because last time they came here, they conceded 6 goals.
Well, yes, of course, you can understand. Listen, the problem is not with Blackburn. The problem is always, no matter what kind of problem a team gives you, you have to sort it out and to find the solution. And today we were not capable to find the solution. That's credit to them.
And a controversial end to the match. A frustrated Cesc Fabregas asked Mark Hughes if he was a former Barcelona player and went on to say that Blackburn hadn't played Barcelona-style football. There was a typically Sparky-style response from the Blackburn manager, who felt it was very disrespectful. Fabregas later went into the Blackburn dressing room to apologise for what he had said.
When the sides met back in October here, it was a game full of incident. Plymouth won it by 3-1. They had 2 penalties and a man sent off in that one. It was a feisty affair. Let's see if this one follows that pattern. Ebanks-Blake looking left and finding Sinclair. The bounce wasn't true, but can he get the shot away? Yes, he can! And it required a good stop by Stephen Bywater. Scott Sinclair, the young man on loan from Chelsea, scored an absolute beauty against Barnet in the last round and nearly repeated it here. Howard's touch. And McCormick giving Gallen something to chase after. And Leacock is struggling here. And Gallen goes down and a penalty is given. Well, Derby were always struggling. Moore and Leacock in all kinds of difficulty. How much of a connection is there? It's Gallen against Bywater. and it just finds the corner. Bywater guessed correctly, got a touch, but there was sufficient pace on the ball to see it creep over the line, and Plymouth are in front. And for the third successive round in this competition, they find the net by the penalty spot. Cormick looking to put further pressure on Leacock and Moore. The clearance down as far as Sinclair. Derby have already been warned about him. He's picked out Gallen. Shot blocked by Moore. Might come out as far as Gosling. Kamara slow to close him down. Gosling! Oh, what a save by Bywater. Well, the other 17-year-old close to scoring. Bywater prevented a strike from Sinclair early on. Gosling easily away from Kamara. That was going in, and Bywater fingertips it behind. In comes the corner. Moore doesn't get the ball away. There was leaning. It's another penalty. Another penalty for Plymouth Argyle. This time it's the other central defender, Darren Moore, swung in by Gallen. Moore leaning all over Timar. Stephen Bywater just having a word here with Kevin Gallen, just trying to psych him out. Saved by Bywater. How important will that incident prove to be? Will that be the springboard for a Derby recovery? Billy Davis, the manager's just trying to reorganise his team, I think. It's like he's going into a 4-4-2 formation rather than the 4-5-1 he has been using. The volume is on high. Ebanks Blake for Plymouth. Johnson against Nallis. Comes out as far as Timar. Here's Gallen. And now Norris bombing forward. Here's Sinclair. Good ball in. Bywater just as enough to tip it behind. Three players arriving in the middle. Great move by Plymouth. And it's a familiar story as Plymouth win another corner. And Derby drag everybody back to try and keep them out. Johnson went in for Derby and needs to again, and eventually it's hacked away by Kamara. More unconvincing defending by Derby County. Leacock. Over the top. Macken looking to try and get in behind the defenders. Jonathan Macken here for Derby! And for the first time this afternoon, Luke McCormick is forced to make a save. Well, got in between Connolly and Timar, then Macken. The shot was high. Norris gets the better of Biscard. It's fallen here for Nallis. Late challenge by Moore, and that will be a yellow card for the Derby captain for the challenge on the Plymouth captain. Moore's difficult afternoon goes on and on. Ebanks Blake. Three Derby players after him. And Barnes stops him. Biscard. Now he's wrestled to the ground by the Plymouth man. It has been a full-blooded cup tie. Howard's touch, then from Johnson. Here's Macken. Appeals for handball, waved away by referee Mike Dean. Billy Davis down beneath me is furious. Referee Dean has given Plymouth 2 penalties, but no penalty there for Derby. Meanwhile, here come Plymouth with Gallen. Goes down on the challenge of Moore. Free kick given. Moore has to be careful. He's already been booked. Plymouth have 5 players in the penalty area. Derby again have brought everybody back to defend it. Norris leaves it for Sinclair to whip it in very deep. And Bywater again with a clean pair of hands. And a quick kick that is so quick. It's too quick. Nobody in a white shirt was even beyond the halfway line there. Another free kick here. Gallen has gone down. Moore's the closest player. It's a red card. I said less than a minute ago, Darren Moore had to be careful. Derby are down to 10 men. And Michael Johnson gets stripped and gets ready to come on. Given away. Howard looking for Macken. That's a wonderful ball. Can Macken do it here for Derby? Macken! Oh, great defensive challenge. Well, Jonathan Macken has had the best 2 chances they fashioned. A challenge by Timar just enough. And the Derby committing bodies forward. Might they get caught out here as Plymouth have possession? The flag has stayed down. Norris is in behind Derby, and Plymouth have 2 waiting the centre in the middle. Derby are stretched. Sinclair's header, and it's in! Off the post, and the 17-year-old has done it again. And the man that has found him, the man that has had a terrific match, David Norris. Derby punished as they went searching for the equaliser. They were stretched, and Plymouth made them pay.
You know, credit to the home side in the opening 45 minutes. They handled the conditions better than what we did. And they certainly had more of the game than what we did. But second half, I felt, was much, much better. And we may have had a penalty claim ourselves second half, which, again, I'm looking forward to looking at.
The sending off of Darren Moore, the cameras didn't catch it. Do you expect another yellow card?
Well, pretty much, yeah, because the only people who saw it, what happened was me, the linesman and Darren Moore. And Darren Moore didn't complain. It was pretty much all the other players who hadn't seen it. So, you know, that's what happened. I can't really say. I've gone a turn and he's blocked my run. And being the size he is, he's a big unit. And, you know, I couldn't stay on my feet.
That was as good a performance as we've had all season. And you know, I'm delighted. I think we thoroughly earned the right against the team that's at the top of our division. What more can you say?
Powell just about getting the better of Wright. The assistant says the ball hadn't crossed the line. It has now for a Watford throw. Taking his time before delivering the throw is Chris Bell. Shitu helping it on, and it's helped even further on and almost touched in by Cabot, but it was pounced upon almost on the line by Lewis Price. If Cabot had got a much more telling touch on this, Watford would have been ahead already. Not a great deal to pick between these two at the moment. Certainly hardly a chance created. Here's Legvinsky to have a go, and he wraps the crossbar. And suddenly we have had our first real threat on goal, and it was superb from Legvinsky. Cries of shoot from the Ipswich Town supporters, and they've clearly seen him do it before from this range. Roberts, nice dummy, and Harding took advantage of it. Haynes, and still Haynes, side netting. He's been the busier goalkeeper, hurling himself at this one, and was glad to see it hit the side netting. Shitu beaten to it. O'Callaghan looking for the loose ball. Shitu wasn't too pleased with the clash between the two of them. And indeed, O'Callaghan's got himself in trouble here. In fact, it's a red card. Well, Shitu didn't like the challenge on him from O'Callaghan. And he was mightily unhappy. And O'Callaghan has been shown his marching orders by Steve Bennett. Here's Legvinsky, who's come the closest to scoring so far. Casement bringing it forward. Good effort, terrific skill from Haynes. He teed himself up and slammed it on the volley. And it was a smart piece of goalkeeping by Lee to ensure that it didn't bounce out of his grasp. Watford free kick. Kavai waiting to guide it in. Demerits on the far side. Well, it was a cross header rather than a attacking header at goal, and Demerits had a real chance of opening the scoring. Watford have a corner. In many ways, they ought to have had a goal. It was a free header, and he just hit it across the face. Can he do better from the resulting corner? But Henderson almost did. Well, Henderson thought that he'd got the opening goal. Off the line, though, by Richards. Here's Bruce on halfway. Picks out Peters. Thought about the shots, and it wasn't a bad effort, and tipped over by Lee. Well, it's looking more like a cut tie now. Good effort from Haynes, and then another one from Peters. Another Championship side with a better one in the first half, and despite going down to 10, they're still managing to exert pressure on Watford in the second. Bruce was looking, Harding, and again Harding. Good effort, underside of the bar, Haynes looking, and Haynes opening the scoring. Oh no, he's offside. He's offside. The flag's gone up. The celebrations may be jubilant, but when they look round, they will find the goal will not stand. Disallowed for offside, and suddenly Watford are at the other end. Well, a couple of the Ipswich players didn't even realise, and are they going to concede now? There's offside now at the other end. Well, can you believe it? Underside of the bar from Harding. It didn't cross the line, said the assistant, and when Haynes put it in, the flag had gone up. Do you get the feeling it's not your day, Jim? Here's Mariappa. In towards Cabot, helped on brilliantly to Smith. Henderson going in towards the penalty spot. Here he is now, leaves it for Francis! And the tie is won! Wonderful move. A terrific part played in it by Cabot. Look at this little flick from Cabot. Wonderful football. And Smith's ball in, dummied by Henderson, and finished off by Francis. Just over 2 minutes to go, and Watford are into the quarter-finals.
AD, in the nick of time, you found a winning goal.
Yeah, I thought it was a good game. You know, I'm not going to say we did great, because I don't think we did. I think for the first 85 minutes they were better than us, by a long way, in fact. But goals change games, as we know. We had chances, didn't take them. They hit the bar twice. We had a sending off, so it was certainly action-packed.
They couldn't have given me any more. We had 4,500 people come here today, and I think they'll all go home very happy, knowing that their team gave them absolutely everything. I think we feel slightly hard done by, but in football you don't always get what you deserve, and I don't think today, I didn't think we got what we deserved.
And the best move of the match, really, created the goal. What was your view of it all?
Bit of a blur at the moment. I just had to concentrate on the cross, because the pitch weren't the best. It was bobbly out there, but I was happy to slot the ball into the bottom corner, you know.
I think the sending-off was very harsh. I thought it was a tangling of two lads coming together. I think the offside goal wasn't offside. I think the linesman was ball watching, and Danny reacted quickest and put it in the net. And overall, I thought the referee was a bit sloppy.
Did you vent your frustrations to him? Did you get the chance to speak to the referee afterwards?
No, I haven't. I haven't been able to see him yet, so I'm looking forward to it.
Championship high flyers press the North End against struggling Premier League Manchester City, but a special occasion for Preston boss Paul Simpson, a former City player. John Champion with the commentary.
Early morning mist has cleared. Beautiful day now. And there's a chance, what a save, but not the second time. Preston in front, and guess who? David Nugent in the right place at the right time to lash the loose ball past the now helpless goalkeeper. There is Preston's president, Sir Tom Finney, 6 weeks short of his 85th birthday. Undoubtedly the club's greatest ever player. Played for them in the 1954 FA Cup final, which they lost to West Brom. McKenna. It's a better ball. Ricketts with a chance. Save was made, then on the follow-up, it's blocked, and then Pugh. City will be alarmed at how easily Michael Ricketts escaped through the centre from McKenna's ball. Weaver made the block. Nugent found his shot blocked too, and then Pugh couldn't keep his down. Barton. To pick away out of that corner. Trabelsi. Good effort! Deserved a goal. Michael Ball scores a goal. Michael Ball's first Manchester City goal restores parity at Deepdale. Now he looks for distance on the throw. And he gets it too. And the turn finds the back of the net. Samaras for City. Really adroit turn. And Manchester City can contemplate now a place in the quarter-final. Karadi with the ball whipped away. Ireland! That seals it. Stephen Ireland with a beauty for Manchester City. And they go through serenely to the last 8 of this season's FA Cup. And Manchester City at the outset would have taken this. Very tricky looking tie, but they emerge victorious, uplifted, and as quarter-finalists in the FA Cup.
Eight times Cup winners Tottenham Hotspur have been struggling away from home this season. They travelled across London to meet Fulham, who hadn't lost in 8 games at Craven Cottage. Peter Brackley with the commentary here.
Here's Zakora, Ivory Coast international. Laid back by Gardner, who had been a slight doubt for this game because of an injury. Oh, what a chance here, and it's a goal from Robbie Keane. Just 5 minutes in. Fulham there were completely caught cold. Well, certainly they had more possession in the second half, because Coleman's team. But it's Tottenham who have the goals, and it's Keane again. Robbie Keane. And it wasn't that dissimilar to the first one. Magnificently taken, and it might just be now the goal that takes them through to the quarter-finals. Chimbonda, now Zakora, striding purposefully forward. Berbatov had pulled away to his left. Dimitar Berbatov, Lennon's up as well, and Keane back off the post, but in at the second attempt from Berbatov, and that surely has sealed it now. There is no way back from here for Fulham. He has finished them off. Berbatov. Almost balletic with his movement sometimes. Up comes Chimbonda. Now Ghali. Oh, great ball in for Berbatov, but it won't count. Well, it's been given. He seemed to think he was offside. I certainly thought he was. Well, the flag stayed down, and it's 4-0, 2 for Berbatov. And it's the right decision, too.
So, Plymouth Argyle, the only non-Premier League outfit to be sure of their place in the 6th round, though West Bromwich Albion still hope to join them. Cup giants Arsenal and Manchester United also both face replays to see if they will make it through.